Good evening and welcome, friends, family, and graduates. My name is Mike Foster. I'm a professor in the Department of Theater and Dance. And as Grand Marshal of Missouri State University, I declare open the 269th commencement of Missouri State University. Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by Zoe Meyer-Julian, a senior who is earning her baccalaureate degree in music vocal performance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce our president, Richard B. Williams, the 12th president of Missouri State University.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Foster, for the presentation of the University Mace. We also thank our banner carriers representing each college and the Missouri State University Jazz Ensemble 1 under the direction of Dr. Jason Hosbach for providing our music for today's ceremony. I invite you now to enjoy the sounds of the Jazz Ensemble as they entertain us with Soup Bone by John Clayton. Members of the class of 2025 Board of Governors, distinguished faculty, administrative staff, and honored guests, greetings to all of you and a very special welcome to the parents, the spouses, relatives, and friends of our graduates. Your encouragement, support, and the presences and lives of our students has contributed greatly to this joyous occasion. Missouri State University observes 2 commencement periods during the year. The spring commencement is held in May, and the fall commencement occurs at the end of the fall semester in December. This is one of 3 such programs today. Because of the large number of graduates, we are conferring graduate and baccalaureate degrees in the Darr College of Agriculture and the College of Business and interdisciplinary academic programs at this ceremony. We conferred the graduate and baccalaureate degrees to students in the other colleges earlier today. Over the course of these ceremonies held today, I am pleased to announce that we are awarding 2,804 total degrees. Of that total, 1,938 are undergraduate degrees and 866 are graduate degrees. It is now my honor to recognize the commencement participants on the stage. When I call their names, I ask that they briefly stand and then be seated. Please hold your applause until all our guests have been announced. Seated on the stand with us today are members of the Missouri State University Board of Governors, Mr. Tim Franska, Chair, Dr. Melissa Gorley, Vice Chair, Mr. Jeff Schrog, representing the Missouri State University Administration, Mr. Brad Bodenhausen, Vice President for Community and Global Partnerships, Mr. Jeff Coyner, Chief Information Officer, Ms. Rachel Dockery, General Counsel and Vice President of Legal Affairs and Compliance, Mr. Brent Dunn, Vice President for University Advancement, Dr. Tamara Yonke, Interim Provost, Ms. Natalie McNish, Director, Internal Audit and Risk Management, Ms. Zora Mulligan, Executive Vice President, Ms. Suzanne Shaw, Vice President for Marketing and Communications, Dr. Dee Cisco, Vice President for Student Affairs, Ms. Rowena Stone, Secretary to the Board of Governors, Dr. Dave Meinert, Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Barry Tinkler, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Melissa Bledsoe, Dean of the Darr College of Agriculture, Dr. Julie Masterson, Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate College, Ms. Rachel Becerra, Interim Dean of Library Services, Dr. Mark Smith, Dean of McQuarrie College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Sean Wall, Dean of the Reynolds College of Arts, Social Sciences, and Humanities, Ms. Campbell Kill, Chair of the Staff Senate, Mr. Michael Foster, Chair of the Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal, Ms. Emma Vitlasil, Senior Class President, our commencement speaker and recipient of our honorary doctorate degree, Sergeant Major Lanny Asbury, our graduation name readers, Neosha Mackey, who is the Emeritus Dean of the Library Services, Dr. Tanya Tinsley, Associate Professor of Languages, Cultures, and Religions. Thank you all for being here today. I wish to acknowledge and express our gratitude to the many volunteers who make this ceremony possible. Sincere thanks to our wonderful staff and faculty and graduation volunteers. We wish to recognize our esteemed faculty for their profound impact on the success of our 2025 graduating class. Will our esteemed faculty please rise? I would now like to introduce our speaker for this evening's ceremony and this year's recipient of our honorary doctorate degree. To be nominated for this honor, a person cannot be a member of the MSU faculty, staff, or administration or board of governors, nor can they be a serving elected official. Although individuals with nationwide and worldwide recognition are not excluded, preference is given to distinguished candidates who have not already been widely recognized and honored. A faculty committee selects the honorees, which, in turn, are approved by the Faculty Senate, the Board of Governors, and myself. Today, Missouri State recognizes and honors Sergeant Major Retired Lanny Aspermy, for his many outstanding achievements that span over 55 years of service to the United States military, veterans and their families, educational institutions, and to communities across the nation, both native and non-native alike. His distinguished military career began in 1966 and spanned 24 years in the U.S. Army, including combat service during the Vietnam War, rising to the esteemed rank of Sergeant Major, the highest enlisted rank in the Army. He received multiple commendations honoring his dedication, courage, and leadership. But his service did not end with his military retirement in 1990. Instead, it became a new beginning. Over the past 3 decades, Sergeant Major Aspermy has dedicated himself tirelessly to veteran advocacy and community service. As a key figure in the Comanche War Scouts, the Comanche Indian Veterans Association, and the Oklahoma Military Hall of Fame, he has worked to honor and uplift the stories and sacrifices of Native American veterans. His work has not only preserved history, it has ensured that honor, dignity, and remembrance are never forgotten. He has also extended his impact to the academic world, particularly at Missouri State University, where he has shared his insights, guided research, and mentored students through educational programs, fieldwork, and cultural presentations. Sergeant Major Aspermy, please rise for the conferring of your degree. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. By authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the Doctorate of Public Affairs honorary degree and commend you for your service and dedication to our community.
I'll be very brief. First of all, I would like to say greetings from the Sooner State. And I would like to congratulate all of you graduates from Missouri State University. That little certificate that you're going to receive is worth millions and millions of dollars. So use it wisely. You have worked hard for the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and even 10 years to get to where you're getting at. There's 2 words that are seldom said. That's thank you. So, to Dr. William Meadows, Native American Studies, Anthropology from Missouri State University, I say thank you for nominating me for this great honor. To Dr. Richard Williams, President of Missouri State University, thank you. To the Missouri State Faculty Senate for your positive recommendation, thank you. And to the Missouri State Board of Governors for approving this great honor. Thank you. To my wife, and I don't know where she's at. Where are you? Wave at me. Oh, they're up there, okay. To my wife of 32 years, Shelley, who is also a Comanche and Apache Indian, thank you for your support. To my 2 daughters, Amy, Tabanamaw, and Jennifer Lee, thank you for your support. Amy has a master's degree and a bachelor's degree, and Jennifer has a bachelor's degree, so they've been where you're going. To my son-in-law, Stephen Lee, thank you for your support. To my grandchildren, Caden, Cameron, Jace, and little Parker, thank you for being here. To the Comanche Indian Veterans Association, would you please stand? Don't sit down. The gentleman on my right, on the far right, is a United States Air Force Vietnam War veteran. The gentleman in the middle, raise your hand, Mike, is First Lieutenant Michael Waddle from Berryville, Arkansas. He is a recipient of the Silver Star, which is the third highest award for gallantry in action. And the gentleman to their left is First Lieutenant Thomas Boyd, an Air Force Academy graduate. I love you, veterans. I thank you for your service. I thank you for your gallantry. How about a round of applause for these veterans? Thank you. The last thank you, I understand that this is live stream. I would like to thank my Comanche Renegades from Sacramento, California, for watching this graduation. I'll see you folks in California soon, I hope. Tom Hanks, in the movie Forrest Gump, said, "That's all I have to say about that." Have a great day, and it is a great day. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Major, for your words and your service to our country. We now want to pause and express our deepest gratitude to all the graduates who are veterans. Will all the graduates who are veterans or are currently serving in the military please stand and receive the honor and gratitude of this assembly. Will all the veterans in the audience please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, candidates for all degrees will be presented by Dr. Tamara Yonke, University Provost.
Will the candidates for all master's degrees please rise? President Williams, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for their respective master's degree. The graduate faculty of Missouri State University are pleased to present them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the master's degree. I testify that you have surmounted the first level of graduate studies, and I wish you every success as you serve humanity for your accomplishments.
Will all candidates, except those in the first row, please be seated? And will the candidates for the master's degree in the first row please proceed forward, followed by master's candidates in other rows, as directed by the marshal.
Dr. Julie Masterson and Dr. Carissa Holscher will hood the candidates. Dr. Tanya Tinsley and Neosha Mackey will present the students.
Joshua C. Tips.
Colton Sisler.
Ishtishna Shine.
Kayla Grace Gibson.
Jackson Tuka Kuria.
Abigail Madison Smith.
Kimia Askarian.
Savannah Ray Birdsell.
Kalyan Nayak Islavat.
Taylor Larner.
Nayam Davga Bayam Basaikan.
Jacob A. Waterman.
Ting Tao Liu.
Laura Payne.
Shanna Bell Bortic.
Nikita Pravalika Sonafi.
Jade Marie Rose.
Laurel M. Pevahouse.
Hannah Ashley Mitchell.
Brendan M. Weaver. Liam R. Strauss.
Brendan Cody Martin.
Keely Shea Taylor.
Sydney M. Nillis.
Ma Shin Ran.
Krista Marie Smith.
Na Leo.
Patricia Araba Nettie.
Bu Yue.
Viana Kwamboka Magara.
Du Shao.
Barbara Papa Constantinou.
Deng Li Ping.
Dakia Shard Wilson Thomas.
Chao Ni Yang.
Lazarus Anderson Jr.
Naga Chaitanya Kataneni.
Tylea Wilson.
Srihasa Davaluri.
Oluwafemi Samson Mokolade.
Venu Upaturi.
Jesse T. Bush.
Akila Machugari.
Alec Jordan Ray.
Manisha Alaparthi.
Bryce Orega.
Anusha Chitabani.
Franco Elijah Umwayo.
Mohammed Abdul Aziz.
Brittany Lynn Koffel.
Chaitanya Varma Iria.
Emily Ann Rusnoff.
Neelish Kumar Kandawal.
Evangeline Marie Marlin.
Deva Srikant Chagantapati.
Stephen Grant Craig Miles.
Martin A. Burwanger.
Vikram Amaraneni.
Nathaniel Edward Goff.
Ajay Ravi.
Ravathi Sajana Tumula.
Adusumali Vamsikrishna.
Suresh Nelluri.
Leah Brianne Bills.
Shuchas Ali Farzan Muhammad.
Ilhamjan Ibrokimjan Yugli Solijunov.
G. M. Mansur al Islam.
Joseph Ali Okwu.
Jenna K. Shockley.
Temitope Ayukunle Ajayi.
Faizan Zafar Khan.
Chinwendu Hart Wali.
Toisi Thomas. Kaja Hussein Muhammad.
Adjo Shuye Peter Utsu.
Rifan Bazul Azab.
Jennifer Iyangan Oshodin.
Nanda Raj Good Puta.
Samuel Raj Kumar Paul.
Vivek Ananda Pujita Kasala.
Vivek Kumar Ambati.
Vinesh Babu Guntumpali.
Harish Reddy Patlola.
Shuman. Zhang Shui.
Vamshi Krishna Sanidanam.
Bu Zong Zhong.
Uttam Kumar Sahu.
Wen Xin Yue.
Tucker Lane Bittick.
Zhang Na.
Benjamin Lawrence Greenlee.
Zhang Jiaqi.
Jack Thomas Loureiro.
Han Wenpu.
George Clayton Tunnel.
Wang Zijiao. Zhao Jiang.
Hannah K. Lin Gan.
Li Rong.
Molly Rebecca Sweeney.
Stephen Adam Rapoli.
Daniel Richard Ulsis.
Destiny Faith Henry.
Matthew Thomas Muldoon.
Drake T. Hogan. Samantha Nicole Nauser.
Andrew J. Boney.
Matthew Martin Percival.
Cameron Lynn Lombardo.
Indra Masivanan.
Anna Jatsin Delap.
Cameron Vincent Fisher.
Bailey Miranda Rissmiller.
Connor Gray Liebman.
Kelly Seago.
Austin Thomas Kelly.
Devin K. Wieprecht.
Iker Setzig Ganbold.
Jessica Lee Holden.
Tsai Chung Chu.
Molly Christine Bange.
Chung Yao.
Kayla Rose Fitzner.
Patrick Kavanaugh Foster.
Mia Britt McDermott.
Fardad Ali Khan Musa.
Selden D. Manning.
Tramti Nok Lee. Okay.
Jacob Wayne Clark.
Kelia Duvang.
Morgan Damaris Courtney.
Navya Chintham.
Sarah Ann Westcoat.
Sahel Muhammad. Okay.
Kristen Michelle Dennis.
Nikhil Mitapali. Matthew Aaron Bozer.
Janelle A. Joswick.
Gary L. Wallig.
Grace Geneva Greenwalt.
Christian Emmanuel Malel.
Yulia Zubina.
Shakira O. Bent.
Grace Catherine Behan.
Agimarat Bayram Geldevu.
Samantha Nicole Raymer.
Yomna Awad.
Najla Muspa Ali Ahmed.
Rachana Rajarapu.
Kaylin Elaine Henkel.
Alakiya Bada Raju.
Adriana Elise Baca.
Pavani Santi.
Bachargal Orgodol.
Vamshi Krishna Reddy Bhavan Reddy.
Marinson Teg Jargal.
Naga Kirthana Kunapa Reddy.
Jan Jinkelham Intbatar.
Siddharth Kundarapu.
Ladhavka Surin Batku.
Cynthia Salas.
Munknasan Badma Dorj.
Vijaya Aishwarya Dune.
Butsoren Erden Netchemeg.
Uday Kumar Mila.
Nasan Jargal Nayam Dorj.
Sahil Kumar Lakawani.
Orangero Backweg.
Banu Prakash Jami.
Tugs Jargal Jimbele.
Red Cross Mahima Komarla.
Naharan Jargal Dagva.
Sai Krishna Toram.
Tugs Bilig Erinnacha.
Triveni Lokanin D.
Sebelma Namtish.
Belin Esther Rios Rada.
Vaishnavi Dandampali.
Krishna Mohan Reddy Molakasima.
Naga Venkata Ganesh Naralaseti.
Sai Kumar Dharam.
Yiling Chan.
Vaishnavi Reddy Rekulapali.
Kirti Kiran Kukamala.
Amunya Jakula.
Sai Raju Batsugam.
Saritha Dharam.
Varsha Reddy Belimpali.
Pavani Ankam.
Mohan Yaramala.
Chadwick Marcus Brown.
Rakesh Kumar Durgash Shankar Soni.
Paige A. Raka.
Vinita Manda.
Meadow Rianne Edelman.
Srinath Reddy Kadapayagari.
Ngok Min Trin.
Safrula Patan.
Benjamin Carl Wade.
Alexa Marie Bush.
Braden Andrew Shell.
Hunter Gary Brennan.
Benedict Stefano Budomo.
Kaylee Nicole Compton.
Aidan Robert Ives.
Anthony Michael Franklin.
Amber E. Granberg.
Garrett L. Sutherland.
Jackson Liu.
Case H. Tucker.
Edward John Bond.
Zachary T. Graham.
Nicole Ruth Jones.
Garrett Aaron Perryman.
Kyle Joseph Holtman.
Braden Joseph Hausman.
James Franklin Stith III.
Natalie Elizabeth Adler.
Josiah Cole McCrander.
Amanda Nicole Green.
Esperanza Aguilar.
Lauro A. Estrada.
Drake McHatton Mormon.
Gabriel J. Randolph.
Tesselyn Elise Nicholson.
Preston Michael Curlis.
Ethan Joel Carnett.
Gage Lewis Harris.
Hunter Lee Stepp.
Sarah E. Gunyon.
Luke Quinton Medicke.
Taylor A. Husty.
Vinicius de Fatima Rosario.
Grace E. Miller.
Cole G. Mazetis.
Pampas Fige Andreas Vikstrom.
Ama Darkoa Asante.
Hannah Rachel Berenson.
Patricia Adesomo Diaku.
Corey Michael Reichmuth.
Rose Anakisha Pierre.
Ethan B. Markovich.
Mitchell Elliott Kellogg.
Nicholas Victor Horn.
Vivian Aluoch Otieno. Dorcas Wanjiku Mawara.
Neduson Balin Bustos.
Lisper Ngithi Mwangangi.
Cindy Lorena Romero Agnes.
Irene Hiambo Ombura.
Skylar Shea Skates.
Shivakanth Reddy Sarkanti.
Christabel Carl Antier.
Manisha Musuku. Anudeep Reddy Rampuram.
Eunice Mbugwa. Tiberius Amuya. Proscovia Bernice Wanyama. Jacqueline McKenna Mwangera. Damilola Ayodele Ojo. Nancy Oloku Chimiz. Duong Dong. Iris Vasquez Moreno. Rodrigo Quiroga Di Pietro. Yazwant Batula. Barbara Barrero Villavicencio. Daniela Rodriguez. Sunidhi. Rahul Malavarapu. Carolina Quiroga Di Pietro. Riddhi Ajakumar Devikar. Rinku More.
Before we confer the Missouri State University baccalaureate degrees, I would like to note the scholastic accomplishments of several of these students. Would the students wearing the blue stoles please rise? Please join me in recognizing these graduates of the university's Honors College. You may be seated. Several students are graduating with scholastic honors and are identified by the cords they are wearing. Students graduating summa cum laude have achieved a grade point average of at least 3.90. Will those students graduating summa cum laude and wearing the gold cords please rise and remain standing? Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.75 and 3.89. Would those students graduating magna cum laude and wearing the silver cords please rise and remain standing? Finally, students graduating cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.50 and 3.74. Would those students graduating cum laude and wearing a bronze cord, please rise and remain standing. On behalf of the university, I wish to congratulate these students on their impressive scholastic achievements. Now, will the candidates for all baccalaureate degrees please rise? President Williams, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for their respective baccalaureate degrees. The faculty of Missouri State University take great pleasure in presenting them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Missouri State University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon each of you, including those in absentia, the appropriate degree: Baccalaureate of Arts, Baccalaureate of Fine Arts, Baccalaureate of Music, Baccalaureate of Science, or Baccalaureate of Applied Science, with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto.
Will all candidates, except those in the first row, please be seated? Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the first row please proceed forward, followed by the baccalaureate candidates in other rows as directed by the marshals.
Emma L. Vitlisel.
Mary Margaret Algier.
Daniel Ryan Smithson, magna cum laude.
Jack Joyner.
Varsha Prashantalari, summa cum laude.
Rose Spalding, cum laude.
Tiana Miller.
Brooke Ann Kimberlin.
Jacob Michael Rawson.
Mary C. Newsham, cum laude.
Cody M. O'Sullivan, cum laude.
Elizabeth Ann Applebaum.
Garrett Reinwald.
Kayla Amelia Stair, cum laude.
Bodie C. Vanderbunt.
Marie Cosmano.
Trey Ronald Moss.
Ryan Robert Kell.
Tate Edward Niebrugge.
Jordan Mark Hunter, cum laude.
Clay Anthony White.
Joseph James Altabella, magna cum laude.
Grace O'Neill Shad.
Joshua Aaron Cochran.
Aubrey Nicole Enos.
Grant Michael Nicholson.
Reagan D. Verhoff.
Taylor Bridget Southard.
Haley N. Marquard.
Lonnie Ray Van Horn.
Madeline Ratliff, cum laude.
Paul Andrew Granning.
Audra Marie Thompson, cum laude.
Brendan T. Erickson.
Cody J. Stuerman.
Anthony Robert Baker.
Sydney Marie Perks, cum laude.
Bryce Giles Bartholomew.
Giannis Duncan Rex.
Reese Thomas Hodgins.
Luke Happel, summa cum laude.
Alex Etienne Botin, summa cum laude.
Leon Jope, summa cum laude.
Bruno Tamiyama Suzuki, cum laude.
Raymond Joseph Isa.
Breck Andrew Stukerjurgen.
Lindsay Elizabeth Richter.
Grace Rose Spoonhour, cum laude.
Peyton Nicole Bowl, cum laude.
Ina Koversnayeva, cum laude.
Caitlin Kiara Ogletree.
Matthew J. Keller.
Brianna Francis Ogden, cum laude.
Jacob Michael Kessler.
Devin Charles Otek.
Richard William Friend.
Vincent P. Mueller, cum laude.
Pragyan Pokrel.
John Elliott Kite Jr., cum laude.
Sonia Limbu.
Alexander Mark Parson.
Sarah Limbu.
Gotcha. Jonathan Michael Guadzwa.
Natalia Raquel Cordero, cum laude.
Jack Hayes Rayner.
Barry Bone May Comfort Nabian.
Jacob Otto Hewitt.
Morgan McKenna Steele.
Elijah Reed Meadows, magna cum laude.
Emily Ann Barassa, cum laude.
Miranda K. Doherty, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Natalie May Kowalski.
Jackson Mark Boyles.
Olivia Teresa Halbrick.
Pooja Ajit Nursariwala.
Vincent Vin Lee, cum laude.
Aubrey L. Albert.
Zachary Carlson Allen, cum laude.
Gabriel Patrick Manabach, magna cum laude.
Justin Lee Kelly.
Erin Kathleen Teedy.
Brendan J. Kelly.
Kyra John Knudsen, summa cum laude.
Connor Baoxing Neal.
Sarah Elizabeth Maples.
Ryan Lee Mills.
Alama Lucky Seven Collins.
Grant Edward McCullough, magna cum laude.
Dongyu Song.
Mitchell D. Myers.
Kristen Renee Dickens.
Stephen Xiaoxiang Ho.
Michaela May Wymore.
Yan Jia Wei.
Miara Victoria Brown.
Yo T. Lambe.
Yvonne Uretti.
Avery N. Kleinhintz.
Dozie Osuagu.
Jenna Nichols.
I. Dean Corcourage, cum laude.
Natalie Alexis Vinagoni.
Joseph Safe.
Alexander Pietro Esanelli.
Kelton Riley Mendoza.
Carla Andrea Claros Blanco.
Ava Catherine Breitenstein, cum laude.
Juliet Robinson, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Nadia Francis Hausch.
Ludwig Olaf Andreas Wickstrom.
Megan Riley Dillon.
Braden M. Pryor.
Brianna Sharon Gilzine, cum laude.
Michaela Lee Bridges.
Elena Christine Vieira.
Madison Ann Williams.
Isaac D. Moon, summa cum laude.
Brianna Lisette Caton.
August Toms.
Lisa Park.
Paige Elizabeth Colonna.
Annabelle Ray Gentry, cum laude.
Haley Jewel Atterbury.
Cole Daniel Jewell, magna cum laude.
Michael Kelly Bokern.
Brady Thomas Sims.
Mallory Harberton.
Reed Biggers, summa cum laude.
Margaret Ann Morrison, cum laude.
Ethan R. Smith, summa cum laude.
Kelsey Jordan McManus.
Alexander James Rabley.
Kaylin Kim Hae Fork, cum laude.
Riley Joseph Mulroy, summa cum laude.
Alexandra Grace Clean, cum laude.
Jose Luis Garcia.
Beth Daniel Lubert, summa cum laude.
William C. Armour, cum laude.
Audrey Rita Vaughn, summa cum laude.
Adam Lee Griner.
Rebecca K. Ann Stewart.
Cale Nicholas Rice.
Chloe A. Hedgepeth, cum laude.
Curtis Morrison.
Molly Christine Kimna, summa cum laude.
Sophia Marie Greenfield, magna cum laude in the Honors College.
Carson Ross Cassell.
Grace Elizabeth Ezel.
Garen Gilliland.
Chase L. Westover, magna cum laude.
Austin Jacob Sigrist.
Kiefer Scott Lair.
Fatima Iman Rafike, cum laude.
Jared A. Holt.
Kyle Ethan Ware.
Ethan David Scott.
Alexis Marie Bechter, magna cum laude.
Joshua A. Combs.
Megan T. Dyer.
John David Sears.
Dane M. Keller, cum laude.
Harrison Paul Sauer.
Cameron Eliza Kurtz, magna cum laude.
Maria Grace Klein, cum laude.
Elise Lauren Denny, summa cum laude.
Samantha Morgan Tomasella.
Jacob D. Barbarash.
Lauren Elise Beckley.
Hayden Ross Filed.
Faith Grigg.
Jada Lynn Elise Berry.
Brendan William Roberts.
Mackenzie Jean Stokes.
Michael S. Saucedo.
Isabella A. Hathaway.
Noy Moreno, magna cum laude.
Michaela E. Mudd.
Catherine Berry.
Matthew Lewis.
Logan Moore Hutchison.
Katie Mae Ware.
Manar Fellenbahn.
Emma Christine Miller, magna cum laude.
Olivia J. Cook.
Dakota Allen Edwards, cum laude.
Carrington Patrick Reagan. Jillian.
Bryson J. Cooper.
Jillian Ray McKnight.
Andrew D. Hurt, cum laude.
Allison Rodriguez.
Aaron C. Brown, Jr., summa cum laude.
Sydney Ann Rogers. Okay.
Curtis Jerome Crick, cum laude.
William Ayers.
Spencer William Johnson.
Clayton Eli Joseph Ost.
Emma Rose Rennie, cum laude.
Courtney Stanberry.
Addison Lee Croston.
Mira Kiran Bay.
Molly Catherine Crockett.
Emily Michelle Metlock.
Sarah Margaret Shockley.
Samantha McCoyne, cum laude.
Zachary Clinton Beaver.
Faith Nicole Staple. Okay.
Natalie Lynn Newport.
Kristen M. Nyhouse, summa cum laude.
Madeline Lynn Newport.
Lauren McHale Prieg, cum laude.
Sophia Ann Eppel.
Ashley Elizabeth Lee Xia German, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Ruthanna Louise Harrison.
Yusuke Nogami, cum laude.
Ryan Michael Robertson.
Alexa Marie Robinson.
Robert Wyatt Mueller.
Kyle James Kedrow.
Brent Cade Blevins.
Patrick Adrian Fry.
Mason G. Hill.
Lydia Evelyn Peters.
Kyle David Bruns, cum laude.
Cassidy Wallace.
Jasmine Harris.
Olivia Marie Strubhart.
Brett Joseph Harris.
Elizabeth Emily Raylianu.
Hudson Stephen Lillibridge.
Aiden Cole Tummins.
Lance Paul Mason.
Dakota Cyan Agee.
Abigail Lauren Schwartz, cum laude.
Luke D. Boyd.
Hallie Michelle Pruitt.
Tristan Dale Nixon.
Zachary Paul Muniz, summa cum laude.
Lexi Marie Smither, magna cum laude.
Derek R. Skaggs.
William E. Sutherland, cum laude.
Malin Joseph Roberts.
Gabrielle Teresa Plutino, cum laude.
Wayne A. Thomas, Jr.
Natalie R. Hill, summa cum laude.
Breland Michelle Nicole Jackson.
Ronald Hu Win.
Jekyll J. Jackson.
Ian Nicholas Hansen.
Aaron J. Ron, cum laude.
Carson Alexander Bodenson.
Tate Daniel Schilling, cum laude.
August John Krasanik.
Eli T. Bateman.
Jacob Russell Turner.
Camden Michael Seal.
Nicolas Andres Cedillo. Okay.
Kyle C. Buddy.
Lucas M. Wabi.
Grant B. Toby, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Patrick Dorrell.
Trevor Douglas Harmon.
Laura Elizabeth DeGraffenreid, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Michael Mara.
Adam Connor Jones.
Jonah K. Sapp.
Cade Michael Brundage, cum laude.
Michael David Fichtenmeyer, cum laude.
Taylor G. Thompson, magna cum laude.
Luke Gerald Alexander, cum laude.
Hope Brianne Cassabaum.
Philip A. Hackney.
Paige Alexandra Roberts.
Caleb C. Cron.
Chase Allen Boggs, cum laude.
Tanner Davis.
Griffin Scott Fry, magna cum laude.
Heather Lee McConnell, summa cum laude.
Robert David Beckemeyer, cum laude.
Brock Christian Nelson.
Tyler Jackson Charter.
Maddox T. Chu.
Alexis Marguerite Weatherford.
Sophia Rose Zubku.
Gina Riley Hoogstraat.
Riley Collins.
Michael M. Merlenbach.
Skylar Raquel Thresher.
Cole Richard Sunderland, cum laude. You're welcome.
Kara Justice Limmer, cum laude.
Anthony Joseph Etzel.
Kira Elizabeth Lambert, cum laude.
Riley C. Maloney, cum laude.
Chloe Catherine Bond, cum laude.
David Lyle Beeler, cum laude.
Damian Jameer Morris, Jr.
Mason Mihalovich.
Austin Edward Durst.
Nicholas J. Jolly.
Caden James Horner.
Charlie Gray Blanton.
Rachel Ruth Sen, cum laude.
Dustin Zachariah Goodman.
Logan Sanders, summa cum laude.
Ellen Margaret Ames.
Shauna M. Randall.
Zhang Kai, magna cum laude. Zhang Yuming He, magna cum laude.
Mason Walton Bailey.
Ju Ming Huang, cum laude.
Grant Harper.
Yang Ching Huan.
Carter Jonathan Cook, cum laude.
He Yi.
William Christopher Kalan.
Tian Jia Yi.
Samuel Owen Wooderson.
Nathan James Daniels.
Sandra Lukakova, cum laude.
Christian Stafford.
Julia Rose Christensen.
Charles Brody Falk, summa cum laude.
Brenna R. Rutherford, magna cum laude.
Stephen Manalo Espallos, cum laude.
Iraye Erue, summa cum laude.
Eric William Skeens, cum laude.
Jenna Marie Anderson, summa cum laude.
Ada Jane Stanley.
Grace O'Keefe, summa cum laude.
Bailey Beckman.
Matthew Joseph Sowers.
Albert Williams.
Jessica Ann Fries.
Braden Cole Harwell, cum laude.
Kaylee Lachey Downs, magna cum laude.
Jared Scott Bratton.
Marissa Ann Davis.
Joel Clint Weiss.
Abigail L. Pashkoff, magna cum laude.
Terrence William Josephson.
Amanda Louise Becker.
Evan T. Ross.
Catherine G. Hageman.
Gavin Jason Lance.
Juliana Alberto, cum laude.
Jeremy Edward Burnaby.
Alexander Lee Young.
Joel Parker Mason.
Laura Benowitz.
Parker Grant Garrett.
Coley V. Croy.
Carissa Lynn Hartle.
Barrett Rose Laspy, cum laude.
Madison Marie Ivy.
Sydney Lane Wilson, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Swanigan.
Raina Lynn Meyer.
Xin Yao Jiao.
Emma Reese Cluth.
Randy Carroll Winchester.
Kate Albertson.
Cara Beth Larimore, cum laude.
Mackenzie G. Devlin, cum laude.
Emma Hollander.
Richard Dale Hudson.
Marissa Lynn Maldonado.
Raiden Drake and Drayson Jackson.
Katie Marie Tyree, cum laude.
Hadley S. Berry.
Krinjal Patel.
Zachary Edward Anthony Weber, cum laude.
Andrew Armsworth Derrickson, cum laude.
Sydney Denise Hedgepath.
Clayton Victor Giorgio.
Avery Thomas.
Boyd Charles Reeves.
Sophia Noel Smith.
Luke B. Kretter.
Kylie Morgan Burnett, magna cum laude.
Maxwell James Luna.
Nicholas Michael Gastreich.
Justin Michael Herberholt.
Blake Dummerth.
Sloan Noel Miller.
Ryan Ross Bush.
Holland Sophia Maxwell.
Joseph William Hahn.
Sydney Faith Wald.
Matthew Stewart Lair, cum laude.
Taylor Mackenzie Anderson.
Graydon P. Cornell.
Madeline Grace Hoffmeyer, cum laude.
Megan Lynn Leahy, summa cum laude.
Alejandro Andres Arrieta Hernandez, cum laude.
Grace M. Bear, magna cum laude.
Katen Elizabeth Uchesi.
Emma Claire Heilwagen, cum laude.
Kaylin Elizabeth Guck, magna cum laude.
Ava Jade Ruspicki, magna cum laude.
Brooke E. Cooper, summa cum laude.
Lauren Ashley Crocker.
Michaela Marie McClanahan.
Catherine Reagan Caston, magna cum laude.
Matthew Joseph Stassa, cum laude.
Cole Walker Caston, magna cum laude.
Elijah C. Waddles, magna cum laude.
Hayden Drew Simmer.
Matthew Alexander Minor.
Taylor Granning, cum laude.
Marshall T. Gunn.
Ariel Cameron Clements.
Silas Mitchell Everding.
Emma Kate Lee.
Reese Lewis Clark Dunsworth, cum laude.
Chance Wade Troxel.
Ryan Stevens.
Brittany Elizabeth Dove Carr Briers, cum laude.
John Thomas Sexauer.
Riley Elizabeth Hicks.
Canon Merritt Sumter.
Addison E. Keck.
Cole M. Garrett.
Caitlin Michelle Jeffries, cum laude.
Dawson Reed Porter, cum laude.
Virginia J. Frace, cum laude.
Drew Nicholas Koenig.
Emma Catherine Edding, cum laude.
Georgia Jean Krupa.
Tegan Kendall Holman, magna cum laude.
Lydia Elise Volner, magna cum laude.
Jordan Lee Hill.
Elizabeth Ann Webb.
Colby Thomas Barbagallo.
Madison Elaine Love.
Seth Eric Wolf.
Sophie Maria Job, summa cum laude.
Joseph Michael Hood.
Anthony Lakin, cum laude.
Charles Thomas McCoy.
Kebron Gebrigziaber.
Jacob Austin Ward.
Kendrick Stephen Edwards, cum laude.
Caleb C. Thomas.
Amit S. Sidhu, magna cum laude.
Gavin Russell Lux.
Eli Gavin Potter.
Carson Andrew Ebert.
Nicholas C. Lubering, summa cum laude.
Robert Michael Bishop II.
Andrew Bell.
Madison Page Lubering, magna cum laude.
Shane Shields.
Colton
That's
J.
you.
Ritchie, summa cum laude.
Kyle W. Marquard.
Paul Kevin Rogers Jr.
Maximus W. Lawrence.
Thessaly Jordan Myler.
Carson Drew O'Brien.
Travis David Peasley, cum laude.
Jacob D. Etchen, cum laude.
Mitchell James Montgomery.
Daniel I. Wooten.
Tyler M. Ryback.
Elijah Cougar Kessler, summa cum laude.
Connor Brett Harden, cum laude.
Tak Gon Kim.
Henry Paul Oakford.
Laura Elizabeth Wright, cum laude.
Joel Edwin Koenig, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Nicole Bischoff.
Colin Walker Boyd, summa cum laude.
John O.
Colby Jacob Haas.
Katie Jo Rumfelt, magna cum laude.
Andrew R. Bailey, magna cum laude.
Gabe Collins, magna cum laude.
Dylan Lane Hargrove.
Logan Daniel Woods, summa cum laude.
Megan Lynn Bruce.
Faith Wolf.
Samantha Renee Myers.
Abigail Defoe Smith.
Sophie Elizabeth Carney.
Grace Elaine Tate.
Megan Caroline Solers, cum laude.
Harley V. Lincoln.
Sierra Simone Luckett.
Abigail Lee Overshawn.
Maya G. Huffman, cum laude.
McKenna Grace Golaher.
Dominic Vincent Mott.
Kylie Maria Jingler, magna cum laude.
Caleb Michael Cahill.
Payden Lane Nolting.
Tyler P. Griesbaum, magna cum laude.
Balin Marie Alexander, summa cum laude.
Jessica Lynn Jones, summa cum laude.
Kinsey Renee Benak, summa cum laude.
Rachel Irene Scribner, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Ethan John Urbanovich, summa cum laude.
Casey Elin Bone, cum laude.
Ashton Trotter.
Bailey Grace Hunziger, magna cum laude.
Renee Donley Sims, summa cum laude.
Cameron L. Collier, cum laude.
Tron Quay An, Ruby Tron, summa cum laude.
Lauren Grace Hensley.
Emily Deanna Prosser.
Ashley Nicole White.
Eden Rain Mitchell, magna cum laude.
Grady M. Gilvin.
Erica Francis Zamudas, cum laude.
Selena Suleiman.
Maria Ann Eckelkamp, cum laude.
Braden Michael Dennis.
Julia C. Spurlock.
Anderson Ross Morgan.
Anna Pence.
William Dalton Dunn.
Alexander E. Herbig.
Lance Reagan Barnhart.
Ashlyn Lucille DeWitt.
Drew Allen Ernstmeyer, magna cum laude.
Aaron Elizabeth Spillman.
Jacob Carter Terrell.
Aaron F. Mackey.
Christian Saquest Clark.
Alex Miller.
Lauren Ashley Lauber.
Alan J. Reineman, cum laude.
Bryce Garrett Richmond, summa cum laude.
Morgan Kathleen Horn, summa cum laude.
William Russell Amadeo.
Bailey N. Beard, cum laude.
Stephen Joseph Seibert.
Valerie Jean Holcomb.
Emily Grace Cornelius.
Ella Marie Pardo.
Marie Elizabeth Reinbott.
Addison Marie Becker.
Kira S. Uphoff, summa cum laude in the Honors College.
Peyton Mackenzie Dennis.
Ainsley Page Colwick.
Dash S. Belay.
Amber Nicole Harrison.
Blake Evan Garwood.
Yulu Zhang.
Landry Elizabeth Stitch.
Jiatin Chen.
Noel Adam. Kirsten Corianne Iris Howard.
Zhuifei Sun.
Sydney Lynn McGee, magna cum laude.
Yanxi Zhao.
Deng Jian Feng.
Xiran Chen.
Li Hao Ran.
Mengting Zhang.
Lin De Min.
Yufei Duan.
Xin Yu Hong. Zhang Jiao.
Yi Yao Jiao.
Quan Yang Funk Fang.
Ashley N. Clanty.
Liu E. Fei.
Hannah Wilson, cum laude. Carolyn Sue Chitaba.
Deng Qianzi.
Rachel Laguna.
Yang Chi Yu.
Kevin C. Clyer.
Jake Jansen Long.
Jody Ann Shortino.
Darian Edmund Smith.
Michael Lee Cusera.
Javio Isaiah Tolliver.
Tony J. Graves.
Jaquez Contrell Smith. Kaylee Shea Sears. Kinsey Brooke Keenan. Serenthony Thomas. Haley Lynn Ross. Gail Lynn Davis. Maylee Stewart. Elijah Jeffrey Williams. Ryan Anthony Williams.
Will all the baccalaureate candidates please rise? Congratulations, class of 2025. You may now shift your tassels to the left, signifying conferral degrees. You may be seated. As graduate, the university hopes you will continue your affiliation with Missouri State as proud and active alumni. To welcome you to the Alumni Association, I would like to invite to the podium Missouri State University's Vice President for University Advancement, Brent Dunn.
Well, congratulations and welcome to the club. You join a group of over 170,000 alums that live in all 50 states and over 93 countries around the world. So please keep us up to date on where you are and what you're doing, because chances are pretty good there'll be alumni there that can help you both professionally and personally. You are a lifelong member of the Bear family. For 120 years, Missouri State has been educating people who are making a difference in the world, and now it's your turn. As you leave tonight, we have a small gift for the graduates. It's a Bear head lapel pin. All we ask is that you wear it every day for the rest of your entire life. Everybody looks good in maroon and white. Parents and family and friends, you should be proud of your graduate. I'm going to take a quick speaker privilege. My wife, Jennifer, and I have a son, Dalton Dunn, that's sitting out there with the Darr College of Agriculture that just went through the graduation ceremony. And we're very proud of him. As I know what all of you are feeling, you too should be proud of your graduate, because in this planet we have 8 billion people in the world. Oh, Dalton's mad at me. Okay. There are 8 billion people in the world. Of those 8 billion, 7% have a college degree. 37% in the United States. I'm telling you what, today is a big day. It's a big day for you. It's a big day for the world. Education changes people, and people change the world. Remember this, though. You're a student at Missouri State for just a short time in your life. You're an alum of Missouri State now for the rest of your entire life. Congratulations. Now go get them and go Bears!
To conclude our ceremony, please stand for the alma mater, which will be performed by Zoe Meyer-Julin. Our Grand Marshal will then conclude the ceremony.
Sing we praises now to our alma mater, all hail maroon and white. Missouri State we pledge devotion. May you live ever in truth and right. May you live ever in truth and right.
And this is it. Congratulations. Thank you to Zoe and the MSU Jazz Band. We bring this ceremony to an end. I'd like to thank all those who have spoken and participated, and also offer a final note of congratulations to those of you today. As we close this ceremony, please, the rest of us remain seated as we do the recessional.